Welcome to the Time Management Podcast and Time Audit Tuesdays with me, your host, Abigail Barnes. I'm a productivity coach, global speaker, time management author, and award-winning entrepreneur on a mission to share the 888 formula with the world and to remind you that it's your time. Leave it to me to bring you new time management tips, tricks, tools, and strategies, to introduce you to guests, research, and case studies from around the world, and to give you a simple 5-step process you can follow to uplevel your productivity, achieve your goals, and create a life that exceeds your wildest dreams. I'm so excited that you're here, so let's get started. Hello, oh my goodness me. I cannot believe that we are here for another audio live stream experience. The last time that we met like this, my friends, was in 2020 when we started the Productive Wellbeing Show that we did for 100 episodes. So it's been a while. Perhaps you've been in my world in other things that I've been doing, but now it's time to deliver a podcast and an audio experience and a live stream experience, because if you know me, you will know that I absolutely just cannot help myself when it comes to pushing myself out of my comfort zone with all of the things, all of the tech, all of the conversations, the people, and everything. So just know that behind the scenes, I am flying on fear, but I'm also flying on excitement. And just to get going, here is the interesting thing about life. Fear and excitement are two sides of the same coin. So you can't know fear if you don't want to have excitement, and you can't have excitement if you don't know fear. The whole point of this game is to work out how to play it and how to use it and how to be comfortable with all of it. So if you are joining me live, then that is so awesome. Let me know in the comments where you are joining me from. If this is our first time hanging out, then say hi if we've hung out before. Also, let me know where we've hung out, because I absolutely love meeting people and finding out where we have met on the journey. I have been in business now for 10 years, so I have met many people in many countries, had many conversations, and I just love hearing the updates as well. There is nothing better for me than to meet somebody who said, I met you in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Oh, I met you in 2019 at this event that you ran, or that you were speaking at, or that somebody else ran, and this is what we talked about, and this is what I've done, and this is what's happened. And I just love to hear these updates. So what we are here to talk about today, this is the Time Audit Tuesdays section of the podcast. So the brand new podcast is called the Time Management Podcast with me, your host, Abigail Barnes. You heard our intro, and if you didn't, then when you hear it on the replay, you'll be able to hear the intro to it, and we've got an exciting outro as well. You will be able to consume this live, you'll be able to consume this on replay, you'll be able to consume this on video, on audio, on all the different things. And the reason that we're doing it like this is because I love to consume content in multiple different ways, while I'm showering, while I'm making my coffee, while I'm commuting somewhere. I like to have things in my head. So every week on Time Audit Tuesdays, we are going to have a guest, and we're going to be asking them about their time management experience and how it's affecting and helping them. And then on the Time Management Podcast, we will also have another guest. So let me dive into the presentation that I have prepared for this session, because I love to show visuals as well as audios. I feel like we all learn in different ways. So if you're listening to this on audio, I'm going to talk it through. You might want to go and catch up and watch it on another social platform. We are live streaming to LinkedIn, to Facebook, and to YouTube. So you'll be able to catch it in all those different places. And you'll be able to have the audio experience on all of the audio platforms, the Spotify's, the YouTube, iTunes, all these things. So let me grab the slides and bring them up, and then we can chat about what you are going to experience in this program. Let me know in the comments if you can actually see me, because I am watching myself on LinkedIn and I'm getting a blank screen. So I don't quite know what's going on. Could be my phone, could be the tech. And I've also just realized I haven't set these slides up in the right way. So apologies for this. They're not going to look as good as they could do. So as I said, this is the time management podcast, and this is for busy entrepreneurs and professionals. This is for people that want to learn how to maximize the time that they have, find more time, and to make the most and to have the most joy with the time that they have got. Thanks for letting me know in the chat that you can see the slides. Yeah, apologies again that they're not looking as good as they could. So this is going to be weekly conversations, and we are going to be sharing the perspectives of our guests, the possibility from their stories, and their process. And what I mean by all of this is that perhaps you can resonate. There's this thought that can go through our head that other people can have these things, but maybe we can't. And if we can't, then what do we need to do, and who do we need to become in order to be able to have them? And so when we hear more and more stories of more and more people, what this is doing is this is giving us more and more possibility. So who am I, if this is our first time hanging out, and how am I even qualified to be having this conversation, running this, hosting this podcast, inviting these guests on, etc., etc. So I'm Abigail Barnes. I am the founder and CEO of Success by Design Training, where we work with professionals and organizations, as I've said, that want to improve their productivity and create their own success by their own design. Because none of us anymore want to be living a life that somebody else has prescribed and written out and told us, do this, do this, do this, and it will make this and this and this, and you will get this and this and this. Because that's boring, that's no fun, there's no excitement, there's no learning. And that's not to say that we don't all like a shortcut, but we all want to find our own way of doing it and then learn ways that don't necessarily work that we can apply to our own way. So I'm an award-winning entrepreneur, a productivity coach and mentor. So I work with people individually and in groups from a time management productivity point of view. And I also mentor people on ways that they can do different things to save time. So it might be, how do I present this content in a different way that saves time? How do I sell this product? How do I brand myself? How do I position? How do I move myself forward based on where I am right now? I'm an international speaker, so I'm paid to travel the world to speak to audiences, and I'm also an author. And maybe you've got a copy of my book, Time Management for Entrepreneurs and Professionals. You've got a copy of the workbook, or perhaps if this is our first time hanging out, this is going to be your first investment. So here are some clients and speaking events that we maybe have met at, and I am on a mission to share this message with the world. The message is, it's your time. So we all have the same 24 hours, but we don't all have the same lives. And why is this? Why does one person have one life and another person has another life? In my experience, it comes down to the beliefs that you have, that I have, that we have about time. And these beliefs are things that we have picked up from other people on the way. They have helpfully shared their thoughts with us. And the thing is that these thoughts that they have shared are not necessarily the truth. They're not necessarily the highest truth. And it's the truth for them, but it's not the truth for us. So I don't have enough time is one of the big beliefs. Other people's time is more important than mine. So maybe you're a mother, a caregiver, maybe you're in a support role, maybe you've got family or friends that you look after, and their needs are more important than yours. And obviously, at some points in life, they are. Like if it's a baby, then you can't really get around it. And if it's somebody who is terminally ill or very, very sick, then obviously you need to spend time. But there are certain situations that are just taking away your joy, and they don't necessarily need to be like that. Work-life balance is a myth. Maybe you don't like the word balance. I appreciate that. Lots of people have lots of thoughts on the word, but let's just park the word for a minute and let's just agree to disagree over a word. What we're fundamentally talking about is it possible for me to have the lifestyle I want? And if you don't believe that, then look at the life you've got. Perhaps you don't like that life either, because the belief that it's not possible for things to be different is what's keeping you trapped. I don't have time for my well-being. Okay, I hear that one a lot. I don't have time to work out, Abigail. So we have created 8-minute trainings to help people to protect the asset. That's what I call it. Your body is your asset. I can't afford to do something new. Well, at the time of recording this, we're in a global cost of living crisis. But we all have to understand that money is a flow, and that money comes for all the things that we make a necessity. So if we make new things necessities, new money will come for those necessities. It's just the way it works. It's the law. It's a manifestation. It's a universal law, if you like. Busy people are important people. It's too late to change now. Only successful people have enough time. So if any of these beliefs are resonating with you, I'd love to know. Let me know in the chat which ones are maybe you've got, maybe you used to have, because that's very, very interesting. On the journey, there are things that we used to have, but now things have changed. Because I can't think of the word. Make no mistake, that's the word. Make no mistake, your beliefs are creating your life 24 hours a day. So this life experience that you've got right now is coming from these beliefs that you have. And it's a circular washing machine, if you like. You stuff all the beliefs in, it washes around, actions are happening in that washing machine, results are happening in that washing machine. You are taking the washing out, and you have the life that you have. And these things that you are doing are habits. They are 99% unconscious. Most of us don't know that we're doing them all day, every day. They reckon between 95 and 98% of the things that we do every day are unconscious habits, as in we're not even aware that we're doing it. So this comes back to the beliefs that I mentioned just now. Perhaps you're not even aware that you have these beliefs. Because ultimately, when you change the way that you look at time, the time that you have is going to change. So here's the fundamental question then for you. How are you allocating your time right now? As in, how are you spending your time? Do you know what you are doing with your time all day, every day? Or just time just flying, you don't know what happened. What happened today? Where's the time gone? I don't know. Is that a sentence that you find yourself using quite a lot? This is why step 1 of the 5-step process in my book, Time Management for Entrepreneurs and Professionals, is Audit Your Time. So let me know in the comments if you have audited your time before, if you have done one of our time audits. Maybe you work in a career or a sector where you need to audit your time, perhaps you're an accountant or a lawyer. And what has happened for you from seeing where all your time was going? Because one of our clients said, since doing my time audit, I've started back at the gym. My mental health, sleep and diet have never been better. Thank you. And here's something exciting I want to share with you. We are going to be running a free 7-day time audit challenge that starts on the 10th of July. And this challenge is all about helping you to find your missing hour a day. So as a group, we are all going to audit our time for the 7 days, and we are going to keep each other accountable in an online group and in an online app chat where we can all keep each other motivated in this tracking. So I'll leave the links for you to sign up and join us. It's absolutely free, and this challenge is being offered on the back of the fact that this is our 10th year in business. So it is just now a mission to get as many people having enough time, having the time to do the things that they want. Because ultimately, how you're allocating your time, it's like a battery. And if all of your energy is going into work, your battery is going to be running out in other areas, and you are going to be burning yourself out in the work area. So this is taken from our 888 formula, and this is on the understanding that we can divide our 24-hour day based on science and society. So science is saying that we need to sleep between 7 to 9 hours. Society is saying that we need to work between 8 hours. So then what is left is our life. And the numbers here that you can see, and for the audio, my rest was 5, my activities was 5, my work was 14, which all adds up to 24. This was how I used to when I worked in my corporate job, which I did for over 10 years. I worked in finance, in asset management, investment management, and hedge funds in the marketing departments. So I used to spend all my time working. My battery was always empty. I used to sleep when I could, and I had no life. And fundamentally, when you track your time, the data that you are going to get back is going to help you to drive the decisions going forward. Because who you are being right now, today, is getting you the results that you have. So this is a conversation about who you're becoming. So my time audit helped me see where I was wasting time, is what somebody said from doing the time audits. And here is a quote from somebody who I spent some time with online during 2020. I haven't told you this, but you made me view my time differently. I'm no longer saying I'm too busy, I don't have time, but now it's more, how can I manage my time? And I'm often known as the time goddess. Not sure that this is a mantle that I want to claim, but there we go. So this podcast, the training I do, the book I've written, all of the trainings that I do, that we do at Success by Design Training, are all here to help you find your time. As I said, it's a 5-step process. You audit your time, you analyze that audit, you accept where you're at right now. You make an agreement that this is it, no more, line in the sand. And then it's about taking a new action step to create the life that you want, the life experience you want to be living. Auditing my time has been game-changing. Seeing where my time goes was my motivation to make some changes, are 2 things that people have said from doing their time audits. Fundamentally, it is on you, my friend. It is on you to ask yourself, do your habits support your goals? Now, I love a Netflix binge like the next person. But if you are spending your entire life watching Netflix, box set after box set after box set, you don't have a life. And we didn't come here to sit and watch drama. We didn't come here to sit and watch stories, other people's stories. We came here to live our own lives. Fundamentally, it's your time. 24 hours a day, this clock is ticking. Your time is being used on things, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. And then fundamentally, if you have a hope, a dream, a goal, an aspiration, there has never been a better time to take action on it. It is your time. Don't forget to sign up for our 7-day time audit challenge if you want to find this missing hour a day, and to tell your friends as well. I'll leave all the links in the chats. And if you can't find the links to sign up, just drop a comment in wherever you are consuming this, and we will come and give you the link, because we want as many people from around the world to be in this challenge, to help inspire and motivate all of us to make changes. Because even though I teach this, there are still areas of my life I can improve my time management and productivity. And now, obviously, you may have joined this live, you may be watching this on the replay, you may be listening to this on the replay. If you have missed out on these opportunities to join these trainings, to get involved in all of the July offers that we've got going on at the moment, we have got our 90-day unstoppable one-to-one coaching program with me is on a special offer. You can invest in that for, I think it's a 40% discount on the usual price, and this runs out in the next 12 hours. So if you've missed out on any of these things, don't worry, you never have to miss out on another thing. We have created a mailing list for you to join, and you will get emails on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays with motivation. Friday, as I like to call it, not Friday, Friday is going to be emails looking back at the week and celebrating you, celebrating all of the things. So it has been incredible to have this conversation with you today, to launch the Time Management Podcast and the Time Audit Tuesdays weekly episode, which, as I've said, all of this will be available on our audio platforms, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, for you to be able to catch up on all of these things as time goes on. But I really am so excited about the guests that I'm going to be bringing on, and all of that possibility, potentiality, and processes that they are going to be sharing for you. So it has been awesome to hang out with you. Let me get up the outro for this so that you can hear and see our exciting way to end the episode. Forgive me, I am trying to remember how to fly this. Haven't done these kinds of audios for a while, but we will be back. And thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you loved what you heard, be sure to let me know by leaving a review so I can keep the good stuff coming. Come and say hi on Instagram at Success by Design Training, or visit my website, successbydesigntraining.com, or connect with me on LinkedIn. Just search Abigail Barnes. Until next time, don't forget, you are amazing and it's your time. See you next week.